So another Confiscate. Attach, yeah, attach Confiscate, that's it. So now we control that. And we got the win. Okay, so this was actually a great showing of the deck. How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on the channel. Today we have a standard deck tech, and we already feature some of the new TMNT cards like Turtles Forever, Kitsune Dragon's Daughter, and Krang and Shredder. We also have a couple in the sideboard. We'll go to that later. But this deck, I've seen this list. I don't remember if it was in a YouTube video or if it was in like EtherHub or something like that. Apologies to the creator. I started recording this video like a week ago already, so it's been a crazy long week. Apologies for that. But basically what this deck wants to do, it's very simple. You have a basic Azorius control shell with cards like Authority of the Consuls, Iceberg, Split Up, Day of Judgment, White Aura Sight, and also cards like Rest in Peace to deal with the graveyard decks. Then you have a little bit of card draw, not a lot, because that's where Turtles Forever comes in, basically. You also have Mazemind Tome, along with Consult the Star Shards for that scrying and drawing, but Turtles Forever you pay for. It's an instant. Search your library and or outside the game for exactly 4 legendary creature cards you own with different names and reveal those cards. An opponent chooses 2 of them, put the chosen cards into your hand and shuffle the rest into your library. Now, usually, how do I use this? I go to my sideboard. I chose Abigail, Jill, Hang, Beza, Very Lax, Dawn and Leo Problem Solvers, another new card that lets you blink basically up to 1 target artifact and creature you control. So you get, for example, these 2 cards, ETBs to trigger again, you get to White Aura Sight again if your opponent has something more dangerous, you get to Mazemind Tome again, you get to River Churn Monument after you use the exhaust ability, you know, you just blink it and it comes in. I haven't tried it, but I'm assuming it comes in and it allows you to utilize the exhaust again, but that's the main idea. Then I have 2 Chicos, 2 Marina Vandals because we have a bunch of enchantments. Authority of the Consuls, Rest in Peace, Iceberg, Extravagant Replication, and Confiscate. All of them are enchantments, so you can get a lot of stuff with the Marina Vandal. Niv Mizzet Guild Pact. I chose this one because it does a lot of things. When it deals combat damage, it deals X damage to any target. Target player draws X cards and you gain X life, where X is the number of different color pairs among permanents you control that are exactly 2 colors. So basically it's a 6/6 for 5 that has X proof and other things. But that's the biggest thing, but I'll probably switch this one up. Absolute Virtue and One Shitong as well on my sideboard. Then for the newer cards, you have Kitsune Dragon's Daughter that says whenever it enters or deals combat damage, you may exchange control of 2 other target creatures controlled by different players. Now, obviously there's only you and your opponent, but you get to create some tokens with Fountainport along the game, hopefully, and you'll utilize those tokens to trade if you want to. It's a May ability, so you don't have to when you just have a 6/6 Vigilance body to destroy your opponent. The other one is Krang and Shredder that reads, whenever Krang and Shredder enter or attacks, each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Then it has Disappear. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn, you may cast a card exiled with Krang and Shredder without paying its mana cost. So you can hopefully steal some of your opponent's bombs or biggest threats directly out of their library. And then you can, I don't know, like sacrifice Iceberg, or sacrifice the token or a treasure token or something, or put the last page counter on Mazemind Tome, you know, and just cast whatever you steal for free. I thought these 3 fit pretty well with the theme, because the theme is to take stuff from your opponent, create copies of stuff you control, and basically until you get to do that, just control the game with these control pieces, get to draw some cards. It's pretty interesting. I think you guys are going to enjoy the gameplay. Let me know down in the comments if there are better cards from this new set to add to this build. Let me know also what cards you would add to the sideboard that I haven't, or what cards you don't think make a lot of sense to be here. I think most of these will make sense, but still, it has room to grow, I'm sure. But enough yapping. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get into some games. Okay, so definitely ready. Let's see what Thread Dinar, I guess, will bring to the table here. I will keep this. Rest in Peace might be helpful to split up, so consult the star charts. We'll start with the Universal Passage. As always, new season or new set just dropped, I mean, so we will go with a couple of non-ranked games, and if the deck performs, we'll go into the ranked queue just to see what's up, you know. I will most likely consult the star charts because we need another white source. Don't really know what we're playing against, and we have two. Okay, so that's not a white source, but I'll still take it. Okay, that sucks, but again, still take it. Let me go with the Authority of the Consuls. Just past turn. I will not consult the star charts again. We'll just play the other island, and if needed, we'll start creating little fishies so that we can get. Okay, that's actually better. So Mazemind Tome, let's see, because our opponent can actually counter this. I have no idea what we're playing against, so that is always something interesting. We are seeing, okay, interesting. I don't think I have a lot of things to deal with that, except Ang's Iceberg, so that's what we are fishing for. Luckily for me, I do not play a lot of spells. So there we go. I could block. Nah, I'd rather draw with Mazemind Tome. Like, taking 4 is not that big of a deal. So we are fishing for this, exactly this. Oh, now we are cooking with fire. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go Ang's Iceberg, and we'll take out the Rest in Peace. We could lose 5 life, but I think this is a little bit smarter overall, so we'll just do this past turn, and then I'll try and go with the Extravagant Replication. Again, don't really need to worry that much about life at this point, I don't think, because we are technically, we're with 16 life right now, you know. Our opponent is going, okay, that's not ideal, but we'll take it. Yeah, I'll do this. Let's see. I'll just pass turn. So if our opponent does the same, which is get us the win, okay, I'll take it. I have no idea what our opponent was playing with. I guess Painful Quandary was their winning thing. The core attacked a couple times. He had a lot of mana, 6 cards in hand, and he just quit. So, hey, not gonna complain. Let's get into another one. So after that win, we had a loss with against, I think, a mono green. Well, it wasn't a mono green because he played black and starting towns and stuff. But we basically only seen green cards. I'll take the Rest in Peace. And we lost pretty much thanks to a Smuggler Surprise, making their 2 Overlord of the Mistmers completely what's it called? Not the Mistmers, the Overlord of the Hauntwoods, I think. The green one, I don't remember the name. One of the Overlord, who cares? Completely indestructible and stuff like that. So kinda crazy, but it is what it is. We go and go again, I guess. So right now I would take a split up. I would love a split up. Day of Judgment is not bad either. So I will take it. We will consult the star charts just to see what's up, because I can sense an Ouroboros coming. I can feel it, you know, which means this is going to be 3. Well, maybe he's kind of scared to play it, which I understand, but I will go after the other mana. I will take a split up, like I said. In that case, we'll get the split up. Multiversal Passage. Hmm. Let me see. We need 2 blue. We already have 2 white, so I think I'm gonna go with blue because we already have 2 white. So blue, tapped, and let's see, destroy all tapped creatures. So that's our first way of hindering our opponent. We are only with 2 lands here, but 2 lands, 2 cards in hand, I mean. But there's a lot we can do with these 2 cards. I'm gonna go with that. Just because of the mana. I think that's important. Okay. That is fine by me. Because with this we have 5 mana available, so I do think that's not something to scoff at. I think I will take another turn because we can actually do something with Fountainport, like we can block something or whatever. Because I have a Confiscate and I kind of want to take something from my opponent. It can be the Bristly Bill. Okay. So I think I will Fountainport. And I'll block there. In this case, I think I'm gonna just Day of Judgment, to be completely fair. I think that's the best play, just because like our opponent had huge creatures already, so there was not really any point in doing anything. So we are kind of looking for something that draws us cards, for example. Sorry if you heard my chair. I'm not gonna block. We're on 11 life. Okay, Extravagant Replication isn't bad. Do I want that though? I think I'm just gonna pass turn for now. I kind of want to do more. Like I can block the forest with Restless Anchorage. I can block with the Fountainport if I need to. No more counters will be put on a creature twice. Okay. It is warped, so he's gonna be putting a lot of counters there. No, he's choosing another one. Okay. So he's attacking. I think I'll take 4. And I will take out that forest. This might be like a stupid idea, but you know. And I think I'm going to go with this. Like, we're literally killing ourselves, but I can confiscate the Basing Say. Let's risk it, why not? That's pretty much all that our opponent is banking on, you know, so if we can survive one more turn, maybe that's something we can kinda look for next turn, but you know. So now he's playing Loading Zone, and let's see what more. Hunter's Talent. Damn it, I knew it. I knew it was gonna have something, man. Okay, so that was stupid. So right now I can Basing say Earthbend 2 on the Restless Anchorage, for example. How much mana will I still have? 1, 2, 3, 4, because that's not gonna 5. So I could play this, but I think our opponent will have something for it. I don't know, I have that feeling. But it really does not change the fact that, god damn it, man, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna play this, screw it. Like, it's a creature, you know? And whatever happens, happens. It's a 6/7, so it's not that easy to deal with. It's not that difficult either. Because of course. Because of course. Let's see. So that's a 6/6. Okay, so that did nothing. That was fantastic. Loved it. Loved it. So maybe it's time to do this. I will only have 3 mana again, but damn it, man. Because if our opponent doesn't whiff, we are hella screwed. But I think this is what we need to do. And I'll just pass turn. If this was a untapped land, it would be much better. But he's drawing. We are on 8 life, which is not terrible. We just need to be able to block one thing. Okay, so our opponent kinda did nothing. That is fantastic. So we're gonna white Aura Sight, take out the Crater of Behemoth now. And we just got another white Aura Sight, so we're gonna take out the Hunter's Talent. And I'm gonna go with the Earthbend 2 on the Restless Anchorage. Okay, so that's fine. I will take that. It's another blocker. And no attacks and turn. So okay, we are on 7 life. We have 3 mana available, 2 blockers, totaling 9. Formidable Speaker is gonna go get what? Whatever he gets comes in tapped, so unless he gets something that destroys every, I don't know, like yeah, an Ouroboros, that figures. Not that scared because it's giving me life mostly because of that, but and I'm gonna get a Confiscate next turn, and it's still not strong enough to take out my so another Confiscate, attach yeah, attach Confiscate, that's it. So now we control that. And we got the win. Okay, so this was actually a great showing of the deck. Unfortunately, apart from Krang and Shredder that we would most likely attack with this turn, because it's gonna be it would get 3 more powers, so it would be a 9/10. The math was very difficult. We could do this still, the Basing Say on Restless Anchorage, making it bigger before, you know, attacking with both. You would have to block. I could split up. I could do a lot of things, you know. So unfortunately, apart from Krang and Shredder, we didn't really get to see a lot of the other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards, but still pretty decent game, pretty cool deck. Let's get into another one. If we win this one, I think we're gonna try this on ranked against Bromando. What a name, man. We're gonna try this one on ranked. I doubt things have really changed that much. Risky, but I'll keep, just because of the split up and the white Aura Sight. We'll start with a Multiversal Passage for blue, tap, or if we get the Authority of the Consuls, we'll go with the Plains Authority, and then we'll do that because we can only start really doing things for after 3 turns, so who cares. Like I was saying, I really doubt a lot of things have changed that much. um, when it comes to the rank ladder, so I don't know how this will pan out there, but in its core it's still an Azorius control deck, and in case you didn't know, those are pretty decent. Those are pretty decent. So let's see. No, it's way too early for that. Rest in peace, not terrible. We could split up, take out the mole, but I think I want to try and draw and see if I can draw our opponent into putting a lot of cards in the battlefield. So Lanoir Elves. So he's gonna attack with the cup. No, please don't attack with the cup. Come on, don't attack with the cup. Do that for me. Be a nice bromando. That wasn't very bromando of you, I'm just letting you know right now. That was not bromando at all. Put a bait. Yep. So I'm gonna draw, see if I can get another land. I can, but not two lands. Two fantastic lands. Neither of them are the one I actually wanted. So I'll start with the Anchorage, so I can have 2 of 2. And right now we have a crazy choice to make, because the Hydra can kill me next turn, but the Cub can do a lot of crazy stuff. So I think I'm gonna go with untapped creatures. Like, I cannot have the Hydra going all insane on me. Plus next turn we'll definitely white Auracite the Cub, or if he plays an Ouroboros, probably that, because even though the Cub allows this deck to work much better than it should, like, it's just a 2/2 for now, right? So unless he has an Ouroboros, or unless he has like something attached to it, just a 2/2, and we can try and wait for card draw, we can try and wait for more board wipes that we have a lot of. We can try and wait for Ang's Iceberg, split up, Day of Judgment. We're talking about 8 cards here that can solve a lot of issues. 3 white Auracites, you know. Let me see if there's anything else. Authority of the Consuls, we'll take an Authority of the Consuls for sure. Agent Bishop at beginning of combat. Okay. That is an interesting one in this deck as well. It's kind of like an Ouroboros on its own. So right now we will take... I don't even know. Well, I can do that as well. I'll definitely take that one. And we will decide after. Sorry, I got interrupted here a little. So, we will most likely, in this case, split up for... no, actually no. I will white Auracite, I think. And I will take out the Cub. Because this gives us more mana. And that's important. Like, we can already confiscate or extravagant replication next turn. Like, if our opponent plays something interesting, you know, we can take that, or we can just go with a replication and you know, start copying Auracites and stuff like that, because we are gonna get 4 more life this turn. Okay, so that's interesting. That's something we can definitely confiscate. What is a mutagen token? Oh, okay, so puts counters. Okay. Again, interesting. He's definitely going to attack, so we can split up. Which is fine, because we're gonna go up to 15 either way, so makes no actual difference for me. Do not want the plains. A white Auracite is good, we could go with that, but I think it's time to do this. All tap creatures. And I might rest in peace. I will rest in peace just so that our opponent cannot really get anything out of the graveyards, but I think rest in peace conflicts with one of the cards I have. I don't remember which one. Krang and Shredder, I think. No, it's not. Oh, it's Riverchurn Monument. Yeah, Riverchurn Monument, because it kind of banks on you having cards on the graveyard so that you can extort, but you know, nothing too crazy. Now let's just hope our opponent sees the game out, because this is actually a pretty good deck, and getting a win against this deck is always important. But we're not seeing like the cards that I want to see. I want to see Turtles Forever. Like before starting the recording, I had a great game where Kitsune just dominated. Our opponent was playing mono white life gain, and he was with like 70 life, and Kitsune, Extravagant Replication, Ang's Iceberg, and Turtles Forever were extremely important. Also the Authority of the Consuls, but all of those were extremely important because we have a lot of cool cards in the sideboard. So since our opponent did actually nothing, I think Extravagant Replication might be the thing to go for. We'll see, because I can then white Aura Sight and take out anything our opponent has, so that kind of gives us protection. And since our opponent also did nothing on his turn, even if he destroys our Extravagant Replication now, it's basically one turn lost for him, one turn lost for us. So can't really complain, but I think our opponent might have left the game. Like, he was playing pretty quickly and now he just got out. Okay, we're back. We are back in action. Let's see. I think we have enough mana. I think we have enough cards in hand to go different routes. We will definitely white Aura Sight whatever the hell our opponent does. I guess we're not back, so elevator music again. And we got the win. Our control was too strong for our opponent. It wasn't the cleanest win, but as you can see, cards like White Aura Sight and Split Up make a lot of difference. Also Mazemind Tome, but let's get to ranked. Let's see how this deck performs in ranked. Okay, so I made a mistake and I went into the play queue again, so let's see. Maybe I'll find a more interesting game than one of the ones that we already recorded. So I'll keep this definitely. Good hand to start. Let's start with an island. I think that always scares our opponents a little bit. Let's go with that. Mazemind Tome. And just start scrying like crazy people. White Aura Sight. Do I want that? Do I need that? Sure. I don't know what our opponent is playing. I'm going to assume he's a creature-based deck, but let's go with another one. Why not? I'm not gonna consult the star shards either way, so we can just double scry. So, okay, I guess again nothing. No, I don't want another one. Now let's scry again. Another land. I'll take another land. Like, the more lands, the better the consult the star shards, so we'll take it. Which I kind of think that's what I should do next turn, consult the star shards, but I have no idea what our opponent's playing with. All I know is that it's Orzhov. Let me do that. I can take the Yang's Iceberg. Let me draw. And I'll just pass turn in this case. And again, I'll just pass turn. So we have one of the new cards, which I'm very excited about. That's great. Oh my god, that's terrible, man. Like, why do you play the first thing and then just quit? Why are you doing this to me? What a waste of time, man. Honestly, Flying Myth, I don't believe you just did that. So let's get into rank, guys. Toy Boy is our first opponent. unranked, and now I'm worried. Because unranked, a lot of stuff happens, so okay, we immediately get matched up against the deck we all hate to see, but let's see what happens, you know. Mono green. Okay, no attacks. Ooh, that is a good one. That is definitely a good one, and I think I'm forced to go with Authority of the Consuls, even though I really want to go with the Irencrag. I'll go with Authority of the Consuls. We have okay, so let's hope we don't die next turn, because by the looks of it we might. Okay, Bedroom Cub. Yeah, we're gonna die. Pretty sure we're dead. He's gonna crack it. So 8, 16. And what the hell does he have more? Nothing else. Okay, so we're safe. See, you guys worry about nothing. About nothing. So destroy all tapped creatures, yes. Okay, so as long as there's no what's it called, haste, we are safe. I didn't believe myself right now. I think I'm forced to do the same thing, man. Like, I cannot let this happen. Our opponent only has one card. We need more things. Mazemind Tome is not it. We are gonna be racing against time constantly. Yeah, I have Day of Judgment. Hopefully our opponent will whiff eventually. Like 3 in a row and now we're screwed. Like okay, so still not the time our opponent whiffed. Rest in Peace does nothing for us. I can Mazemind Tome and pray that we survive at least one more turn, I guess. Maybe I should Rest in Peace. I don't know, but I think this is... I don't know, man. So that goes to 2. It really is not that difficult to kill us. 4. And it just needs one more thing and we're dead. Let's see what we get. I need to draw. That's not it. Okay, I'll definitely take that. I'm gonna go with the blue tap. I don't want to kill myself. And let's hope there's not a Snakeskin Veil there. I will take that 1,000,000%. Okay, Llanowar Elves. We go up to 4. Pass. And let's scry. Yes. Yeah, I want to consult the star shards. Why not? So we can do this. We can do that. Or we can do that and have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, which is enough to consult the star shards, but this is too risky to let just go, you know. I'm gonna give him a thinking so that he understands that some decks require thinking. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the Irencrag and leave the consult the star shards open. I really don't know what our opponent might have, but we're on 4 life. It's quote unquote just a Llanowar Elf. Maybe it's enough, maybe it's not. We'll see. Okay, white Aura Sight. We have exactly the mana needed, so gets the Mossborn Hydra back. I get one more life. Going to attack. We lose that one more life. It's kind of nuts. Okay, so I will I will scry. That's not what I want, unfortunately, because usually it is. Let's see what we get. Nothing too interesting. We will Floodfarm Verge and Confiscate. Let's take out the Mossborn Hydra from our opponent's hands. If we can. Okay, so overprotect. That's not the worst thing that has ever happened because it's only until the end of turn, and right now, okay, kind of changed my mind. No, it's just still 3 damage and we're gonna get 4 up. I'm gonna do this right now. Let's cry. Kitsune Dragon's Daughter. That is a big one. 6/6, but I don't think that's what I want. So I'm gonna go down to 5. I'm completely forced to go with Krang and Shredder. Unfortunately, because it is a huge blocker, so decline. No, I don't want that. We could go with the monument, but I don't want to, so let's just do this. Okay, that's gonna go to 4 and then 8, which is fantastic, man. Honestly, this is exactly what we wanted. It's ridiculous, bro. It's kind of ridiculous that when something happens, you know. So we need to go fish for something here. Let's do it. Okay, so Day of Judgment and Split Up, or Day of Judgment and Eng's Iceberg, or Day of Judgment and Consult the Star Shards. What is the better play here? Day of Judgment for sure. I think these two are the best options we have right now. And I'll put down the starting town. So let's see if our opponent whiffs or not. Okay, it did. We just got another Day of Judgment. I will go with the River Churn Monument because why wouldn't I, right? And I'll just pass turn. Okay, you got a Tifa. We have a Day of Judgment. I'm not worried. We're gonna go up to 4. I will yeah, I will. Okay, another Mossborn Hydra. Let's go do this again. So now we can start getting more stuff without like worrying a lot. Ooh, Turtles Forever is fantastic, not gonna lie. Can Tifa kill me? It can. So Day of Judgment again. And we got the win. So there we got them go. We got the win. That was amazing. We survived just on Day of Judgments, Split Ups, and I don't even know what else. Alone. Authority of the Consuls. Krang and Shredder was fantastic for that block. We would have died because our opponent top decked the hell out of the... Like in 2 turns or 3 turns, he got an Archduke's Charm, Shared Roots, and a Cycle of Renewal to take care of White Taurusite that we had with the Mossborn Hydra, and then to protect it, and then to make it an 8/8. In the exact turn, I put a... Well, the turn after, I put a 6/7 on the battlefield. Just crazy stuff. We would have seen Turtles Forever for the first time. Unfortunately, that was not possible. Let's get into another one. Hopefully this will give us our last game of the video, a little bit of a rank up to finish up strong. I do not like this hand, which is already normal in rank up games, so I've started this video, man, I don't even know, last week or something crazy like that. Today's Monday, I've started like Tuesday or Wednesday, and I just have been in, it's a crazy amount of my days have been crazy long. Okay, so starting town to start. Then we go Plains, Mazemind Tome, most likely. We could do that, but that can enter untapped, so all good in the hood there. Let's start scrying to see what we get. Rest in peace, I think it's going to be very important in this matchup, but I might be wrong. We'll see. Let's see what... it's mono green, so... maybe more than rest in peace, the Day of Judgment. Okay, I'll take that one out. I don't want that. Another Mazemind Tome. I will take that. I'll go with, let me see, blue, right? That's what makes the most sense, but tap. Play the other one, and now we can double scry every turn, or scry and draw. We already have enough mana for a Day of Judgment. If our opponent goes insane, we can do some stuff. No, we are too slow with that. 5 mana. I'll take the 5th mana. We are still very chill when it comes to life, so let's see what our opponent does. I'm sure with all the blue and the 4 mana up, our opponent probably will be scared to play cards like Ouroboros or something. Or not. Or not, you know. That's kind of crazy. Well, Day of Judgment has to be played next turn, period. So let me just draw 2 cards here. White Auracite is also very good. And also Turtles Forever. Okay, another one is a little bit too much, but I don't mind that, you know. So I could White Auracite, but I think I will just try and Day of Judgment, be done with that. Fast turn. We have White Auracite to kind of protect us from, like, I don't know, Ouroboros or stuff like that, so let's see. Also, Turtles Forever will help us go get stuff that's important from the graveyard. And I will scry. Don't want an island, no. And I will scry again, gain 4 life, just to try and make things a little bit more difficult for our opponent. Day of Judgment is actually perfect. Let's try and White Auracite the Hydra. Okay, we still have 2 mana available, which is pretty decent. I will only play the Rest in Peace if we're in some sort of bind. Another Hydra? God damn it, bro. Well, the good thing is that we have Confiscate to play. Let's draw, gain 4 more life, so we go up to 25. Split up pretty good. Pretty good. That gives me a little bit more peace of mind. I will steal the Hydra from our opponent. Let's see. Because we have Split Up and Day of Judgment, so, you know, those two together will hold us off a couple turns, I think. Our opponent played land already, so even if he destroys the Confiscate and the Hydra for some reason gets on the battlefield with haste, because I think it will have... I'm super fine with that. Like, we're both losing the creature that we want, so super fine with that. Okay, I will just Northampton farm and pass turn because I want 2 Turtles Forever. Don't really know what I'll get, but for sure One Shitong. I think I have a Hang there, so for sure Hang as well. I'm super fine with that, man. I'm fine because I have a Day of Judgment and a split up, so that is the only reason why I'm fine. Because I would be scared shitless if I didn't. Okay, so let's go search our sideboard. 1, 2, 3. We have 5 white, so I guess I'll go with Verilax. I'll go with Jill, Ang, and 1 Shitong. Let's see what our opponent gifts us. 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. We have 8 mana, so we can actually split up and still have 5 to drop on something, which is pretty awesome. And we can also go with Turtles Forever again this turn, if we want to, which we won't, but we can. So let's see. Turtles Forever. I really like this card. It gives us 15 more cards to play, which is fantastic. I was expecting that. They always let us keep the 1 Shitong, which is amazing. So destroy all untapped creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just pass turn, and I will play a huge 1 Shitong next turn. Or at descent step, I mean. So for 4, it's a 5/5 with flying and vigilance. We get 2 cards. I'll Restless Anchorage, Mazemind Tome. I will play Jill, Shiva's Dominant as well. Take out the Llanowar Elves just because I can, and there really isn't any reason not to. I will try and transform Jill, but I don't know if that's gonna make a lot of sense. But you know, let's see. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. Okay, enters talent, that's fine. Don't mind that. He's gonna deal 1 damage, which makes no difference, and another enters talent for 1 more damage on Jill. Okay, that kind of sucks, but we'll take it. I'll take that too. I will definitely take that one too. I will not go with Turtles Forever. I will let that happen. Probably next turn I will do this so that I have a blocker. So let me do that. Our opponent is completely behind in the game. He's really blocking. Okay, he wants to trade. That's fine with me. That is fine with me. That was a mistake on my end. I didn't want to to do that, so that kind of worked. Yeah, I think our opponent's just gonna give up, to be fair. Let me see. Auto pay there. 2 lands, a Bristly Bill. I'm gonna draw another card. Why not? Kinda sucks. It's a land, but we'll take it. We have 19 lives, so we can actually do this, and I'm fairly certain we have the game in our hands right now. So our opponent's gonna go down to just 2 life. I was gonna say 1, but just 2 life. And the Hail Mary attempt for our opponent is just level 3. Okay, I'll take it. What does this do? Create a mutagen token. Yeah, I don't have any problems with that. That is fine by me. I will do this just for shits and giggles. And I will still draw another card if I could, but I could not because our opponent just quit. Which, you know, in all fairness, kudos to Red Lion. He got much farther than I imagined. Like, once I started removing all of his stuff, I wasn't really hoping our opponent to just stay here for as long as he did, but I guess he wanted to see what the hell I was playing with. And we got to see the power of Turtles Forever. Great, great, great card. One Shitong, our opponent always choose one Shitong to go into the hand, which is fantastic for us. We want to draw cards, we want to have mana, we want to have options, and one Shitong gives us all of that. Can't really complain. Let's get into the final thoughts. Final thoughts, guys. So, I think the deck works pretty well. I think the synergies are definitely there. Most likely, it still has a lot of room to grow, if I had to guess. I think the cards I chose for the sideboard are good. They will solve a lot of issues. You just need to be smart in what to choose. But I would maybe take out one of the Shikos or one of the Marinas and add more one Shitongs or Angs, for example, because I think those are going to be more valuable in the long run, in my opinion at least. But apart from that, this is like I said in the intro, I'm sure I can't quite remember, but this has a lot of the common things you'll see in a control Azorius deck, like Authority of the Consuls, Split Up, Day of Judgment, Ang's Iceberg. You have card draw, Consult the Star Shards, Mazemind Tome. Turtles Forever is a very, very, very good card. Krang and Shredder will get you out of some binds as well. Kitsune is very interesting if you can make it work. It's expensive and we already have a lot of expensive things, so maybe this card is a maybe. I thought it fit the profile here because like we are not gonna have a lot of creatures, but we create a couple tokens with Fountainport, for example. So, you know, if we create some tokens, we can maybe trade those two with our opponent's two biggest creatures. Like in the last game, for example, our opponent had an Ouroboros and several Mossborn Hydras. We could have exchanged two Fountainport tokens with those two cards and be completely in front of the game. White Auracite, also a control piece. We have a little bit of ramp with the Irencrag. We have a little bit of a mill theme with River Churn Monument, and then Rest in Peace to deal with those crappy not crappy, I love those decks, so I'm being unfair, but to deal with those reanimator decks that always perform. Then you have Confiscate, that's kind of like Kitsune, and then you have Extravagant Replication that will just start creating tokens of whatever you need. You can create tokens of Mazemind Tomes, you can create more River Churn Monuments, you can create more Authorities of the Council, more Ang's Icebergs, more White Auracites, more creatures, you know. So I think it has a lot of things going in its favor. I think it has a lot of room to grow. So with that in mind, leave down in the comments what cards you would take out, what cards you would add, etc. Keep in mind, like I always said, and I said in the intro I think as well, Krang and Shredder, Kitsune and Turtles Forever are from the new set. So I was testing these cards out. Also Don and Leo Problem Solvers, but they do kind of fit the deck itself, so not something too crazy, right? Probably Northampton Farm is the weirdest one of the new cards from the new set, but it has its values as well, its abilities, so pretty decent. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're gonna try the deck out, see how it works, what cards you would change, what cards you would take out, and what would you put in their places. Even in the sideboard, let me know if there's anything I missed that could make sense. But yeah, this was the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave that like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. It's as always extremely appreciated. We are on 336 subs if I'm not mistaken, super close to the 350 goal sub that I have. Really would love to get there by the end of the month, so let's work on reaching that goal. I'm talking to myself now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one.